Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have a cheeky little book review for you. So we are reviewing the Djinn Patrol on the Purple Line by Deepa Anappara. If you don't already know the outline of the story and what it's effectively about, I'll leave a little snippet right here so that you can just pause me and have a quick read. But basically follows Jay, I think he's like 8 or 9, and a group of his friends trying to figure out why some kids in his busty have like disappeared and that sort of thing. Kind of, he likes to watch detective type shows and he just kind of goes from there. Now what is really interesting is the way that Deepa chose to do this from like an 8-year-old's point of view. Now because it is from an 8-year-old's point of view, there's like this real sense of like wonder, magic, imagination that I felt that I got throughout like the whole novel. Like kind of that whole essence of like an 8-year-old, like I can do this, I'm 8, I know what I'm doing, and they like genuinely take themselves really seriously. And I thought that contrasted with all the topics of poverty and the big kind of rich poor divide and kind of education and sexism and stuff like that that Deepa touches on is really interesting, because she does so from like an 8-year-old's point of view. Now the way that the novel is, it's all from Jay's point of view, bar the odd chapter where it's from the point of view from the child that's gone missing. When these children start going missing, it's like the last straw. It's like, come on now, you can push us down, you could threaten to move our houses and whatnot, but you can't take our kids. And because of this, Deepa also highlights some really big racial divisions as well. This shows how that 1% of people who have that prejudice can make it so 90% of the people then hold that prejudice instead. Now also, the novel is full of so much kind of political statements and symbolism that it's really kind of hard to ignore, and I absolutely love it. I am so down for a novel that brings to light political issues in areas of the world that just don't get enough like kind of recognition and so on and so forth. And like, is it southeastern countries like India have like so many political issues that don't make it to mainstream media, and books like this are great for making those sorts of issues aware. So like mentioned earlier, like the massive gap between the rich and the poor is highlighted. It's on the map, I'll show you. You can see. So this is where Jay lives here. Now this is the wall, and from here you can see all these fancy high-rise buildings. Now that's literally no distance at all. So by doing it that way, it just kind of shows you how large the gap is between those who are rich and between those who are poor. Overall, I think this is a really great novel, and I'm so pleased to see more writers coming out of the woodworks who are of ethnic origin, who are women, who are writing such good stories like this, and the publishers out there are like, you know, pushing it forward, because this really is a great story and the ending will shake you. Like, I knew something dreadful was just gonna happen. I'm not telling you what, and I'm not telling you what instance it's gonna be, because then it'll just not shake you as much as it did to me. It was an ending that I expected. Like I knew it was gonna happen, but the way that Jay speaks and kind of the conviction that he has that he's gonna find them and that they're probably just like lost kids, they'll come back. The conviction that he has about how sure he is of what the situation is kind of made me have some hope, but I really did think that this ending was going to be the ending, and the way that she'd written it kind of still shook me that that was the ending, even though I was going to expect it. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, just beware. Like, it's a hefty one, because, and again, I still need some resolution, to be honest. I think it all tidied up a bit too nicely and a bit quickly for my taste. Like the whole story kind of dragged and it went into so much detail about, like, you can imagine yourself there, you really can, like in the setting, and just the way that Deepa writes, it really just touches on your senses. But I feel like the ending wasn't rushed, but I feel like all the detail she went into with the other aspects of the novel, she really could have done it at the end as well, kind of played more into the backstory, kind of why, motives and that sort of like aspect of it. So that bit I was a little bit disappointed, because I wanted a little bit more kind of why did they disappear, how did they do it, kind of what was the motive, and without giving too much away, like what was the motive behind it and what's gonna happen now, and like I want like a 10 years later type thing. And this is, I don't think this is really a book that you can have a sequel to, because it all kind of, like I said, tidied up really nicely. Now I suppose you could get one where plot twist, Jay's a big bad detective man and he tries to help people in situations, but I don't know, to be honest. Yeah. So that was my review of Deepa Anappara's Djinn on the Purple Line, and I have to say it's really great. So for all the reasons I've just listed from the past few minutes, you should go out and buy it. If you want to do it in the comfort of your own home, then there is a book depository link in the description. Just be aware that's an affiliate link and does help me fund this blog for you guys. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all of that good stuff down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! We are it's so long. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god. Come on, wake up. Colloquialisms.